There are two very important things that we have to study here. The first thing is the human needs, they are somewhere down the line are based upon the kind of biodiversity which is available. It could be in any form. It could be in the form of flora or it could be in the form of fauna. The humans, they have a very strong dependency over the biodiversity. So in order to refer this, we have two very important terms. The first term is known as bioprospecting and the second one is known as biopiracy. Okay, I'll give you an example of both. You will understand it. Okay, bioprospecting. You must have seen that particular ad that there is a guy, he eats an apple and you can see the blood stains on that particular apple. And that very moment a reporter will come and she will ask, "Kya aapke toothpaste mein namak hai?" Must have seen that ad. Okay, fine. Now today we have Aishwarya Rai ji coming up with 5 problems, 1 solution, L'Oreal. Then you have Yami Gautam, 4 हफ्तों में पाइए मेरे जैसा निखार, advanced fair and lovely के साथ. Now these things, why exactly are they? Why am I saying, why am I even discussing these things? There's a reason, you know. 20 years, like almost 20 years back, people in India, they had some normal practices which every household used to perform. And that's the biggest issue which we have. People used to take mustard oil, people used to take some salt, okay, pinch of salt, and they used to mix it and rub their teeth with it. Very strong gums. 20 साल पहले people used to buy koila, used to mash it, used to take that powder and they used to rub their teeth. All these foreign agencies and studies, they used to say that, you know, doing any such practice will cause oral cancer. People got scared and people stopped doing it. Now that same foreign company who actually ensured that this study must come out is selling a toothpaste with charcoal in it. And we Indians are buying it like, wow. We can see that. You know, people in India, in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas, you must have seen neem sticks, datun. People used to take that and they used to literally use for the regular brush purposes. And they had no problems in their teeth, oral health, everything was perfect. And now, but at that particular point of time, it was said, you know, you are using that stick, something might happen to you. And today, all these companies are coming up with toothpastes with neem in it. So we were already using it. Similarly, 20 years back again, 25 years again, you ask your mothers, you know, right now, everybody in India, they have started using face wash because it sounds cool, huh? And gives you a feeling of, okay, yeah, finally I'm using the same face wash as used by Aishwarya ji, L'Oreal. People back then, they used to perform a very simple practice. You understand? Besan, gram flour, besan, a bit of chandan powder and multani mitti. They used to mix it, they used to keep it, and they just used to apply it on their face, and everything was perfect. But just imagine Aishwarya Rai ji coming on television and saying, the secret for my beautiful skin is besan and chandan powder. How will she get the loads of money which she is getting from L'Oreal or any other brands? Now, traditional knowledge. Similarly, I'm sure you must have heard of yoga, Y-O-G, or maybe you must have heard of yoga, Y-O-G-A, because the American or the British reference calls it yoga. Sounds cool, What are you doing? I'm doing yoga. What's yoga? Yoga. Ah, yeah. We Indians have started calling it yoga. Come on, man. What kind of validation are you people seeking? Why do you need such validation? Only if it has been approved by a Gora or a Britisher, only then we have this tendency, we will accept it. Otherwise, I'm not using it. Why? Because it already has got so many benefits. Until unless a Gora comes and speaks directly it in my ear, only then I'm going to believe it. Now here exactly the concept or the idea of bioprospecting begins. Bioprospecting. The human dependency on biodiversity. We have a tremendous amount of dependency on our forests. And mostly this dependency often results to commercialization. And this is what you call as bioprospecting. You go prospects, that means you are finding out what could be the valuable inputs or valuable extracts that I can derive out of this particular tree from these particular leaves. So bioprospecting is that particular process under which the commercial value of these naturally grown things is observed and later on is being used to make different kind of products. This is bioprospecting, which is legal and definitely it should be available for everyone. But when we are talking about the West, how can they survive without stealing? The same way they have done with us. For them, we have another term which is known as biopiracy. Now they came to India, they understood that they got the traditional knowledge. And you know, when we are talking about India, you have to acknowledge this thing, that in medical sciences, and I'm not just talking about Ayurveda. Ayurveda definitely has a number of miracles. You pick anything, you pick Unani. They too have cure for n number of things which nobody can understand. Ayurveda, then you have Siddh. Okay, all these things from where exactly, all this entire information from where exactly it got originated. Now they have taken, even today guys, come on, even today you go to, if you are in your homes and if you guys have got fever, you know, the most simple or the easiest thing your mother will offer you is milk mixed with turmeric. That's the basic thing which I'm sure each and everyone who is sitting here must have consumed it. Okay, why? Because turmeric, okay, fine, if you haven't, not a problem, but you should try it. Okay, why? Because turmeric has some healing, okay, medicinal impacts. Now these same things they have taken, they have understood, okay, fine, it can be used like this, it can be used like this, it can be used like this. They have taken all this entire traditional knowledge and later on got it patented. India has to fight for the patent of turmeric. India had to fight for the patent of neem. In US, neem doesn't even grows. And they are claiming that neem is ours. It doesn't even grows in your territory, bro. Why are you even saying that? The Americans were behind, the Westerners were behind patenting, they were absolutely running so that they can patent yoga. Somehow it didn't happen, but they made all those efforts. Now today all of us know yoga has got a number of medicinal, like healing benefits. People who have neck issues, cervical issues, backbone issues or whatnot. There are various exercises, various asana in yoga which you are performing it and you are getting, you can see the results. One of the biggest things, you know, in Hindi we use a term, everyone will say, dhyan lagana. But dhyan lagana is old fashioned. You know, I spend some time with myself and I meditate. So meditation has become the new in. Dhyan lagana, we always say, na, you must spend some time with yourself. And some time with yourself ka matlab Instagram chalana nahi hota. Sometimes you have to just think about yourself. Close your eyes and think about. So dhyan is too old. Meditation is the new in. Now all these things, what exactly are they referring to? They are referring to the ideas which literally were stolen by these people. And today, on majority of these ideas, they have got their patents. Now, this process of stealing is known as biopiracy.